What's going on, guys? It's Investing Hustler here. And today I'm going to do a quick recap on the market. Markets are officially closed. So we're going to look at today's biggest winners and losers. I have some pretty interesting news today that I thought I would share with you guys. And also, I'm going to talk about why Aurora Cannabis is one of the three biggest beneficiaries of the 2019 US Farm Bill, and also why Constellation Brands shareholders are getting Canopy Growth almost for free. And that's what the Canopy CEO said. And it's a pretty interesting interview. I'm going to play you guys a quick little part of it. But for now, let's take a look at today's biggest losers and biggest winners. So looking at the biggest winners right now. So let's look at today's biggest winner. The biggest winner is Ryu Apparel, and Ryu went up 18.75%. Yesterday Ryu was actually one of the biggest losers. And today, Ryu went up 18.75%. Another company that went up today 18% is Barista Coffee Company. Now, this is a company that made a commercial for the Super Bowl Sunday, and they had a nice run on Monday, and then they've been declining the past 2 days. Just today, actually, someone on the live stream this morning brought this up, that Baristas adds NBA TV running national prime TV spots seen at Super Bowl. So this company seems to be getting a lot of advertisement done, a lot of publicity right now from the NBA, from the Super Bowl. So I'm going to be keeping an eye on this company. I think everyone should just add it to their watch list. That is the ticker symbol BCCI, Baristas Coffee Company, Inc. So another big winner was ticker symbol CLPS, which is CLPS Inc., and they went up 15.7%. Drip went up 13.5%. DGAS went up 11.5%. Ticker symbol MGWFF, Maple Leaf Green World, went up 11%. Ticker symbol NTAR went up 10%, which is Next Tech AR Solutions. So ticker symbol LVV went up 9.95%. iRobot went up 9.64%. Cron went up 9.49%. So if you guys watched the live stream this morning, Cron was actually down in the pre-market, and then as you can see, look at these charts right here. So Cron had a quick decline in the morning because they were down in the pre-market and immediately shot up. That's a pretty big swing for Cron. So if anyone picked up Cron right in the morning, they could have had a very nice swing play, because in the pre-market, Cron was down. Cron was actually one of the bigger losers from the marijuana industry. So they had a nice little decline in the morning and then quickly shot up. And I did mention that in the pre-market live stream, that they could potentially have a bad morning and then immediately shoot up. That's pretty much it for the big winners. Now let's look at the big losers for today. So the big losers for the day are ticker symbol PSIQ, lost 23% today. Profile Solutions, ticker symbol FSDDF, FSD Pharma, lost 16% today. UGAS, of course, did the complete opposite of DGAS, lost 11.8%. Huge lost 10%. Cali lost 10%. Twitter went down 9.84%. Namaste went down 8.1%. Namaste is looking like, I don't know, it's very tempting right now at these prices. World U went down 8%. Ticker symbol CBIS went down 7%. Pure went down 7.27%. Oxley went down 6.67%. So it's a lot of losers today. So I want to look at Aurora Cannabis right now, post-market real quick, see how they're doing after hours real quick. Let's just take a look at Aurora Cannabis post-market. Right now, Aurora Cannabis is down 0.26% post-market. Let's just take a look at CGC post-market real quick. Canopy Growth is down 0.38% post-market. How's Kronos doing post-market? Kronos is down 0.79 post-market. Let's just look at Hexo post-market real quick. Hexo has not made any movements post-market at this moment. And right now it's 4:30 p.m. on Thursday, the 7th or the 8th, Thursday, February 7th. So yeah, that's it for the post-market movement. So I just want to bring this article up real quick. It has nothing to do with the marijuana industry, but I found it really interesting. And it's the title right here: thousands of crypto investors may never see their money again after exchange founder's death. So this right here is a crypto from Canada called Quadriga CX. And apparently the CEO of this crypto has died, and now thousands will be left holding the bag after Nova Scotia judge granted Quadriga CX, one of the biggest cryptocurrencies exchanges, creditor protection on Tuesday. So apparently their CEO, their co-founder, who was 30 years old, suddenly died in India due to complications from Crohn's disease in December, and he apparently stashed around $180 million of digital wallets and didn't share the passwords with anyone, not his business partners, not even his wife. So there's a lot of speculation going around with this. People think like he might have faked his death, or it's pretty coincidental that he died in India. So there's really no proof of his death unless like they hold a funeral with an open casket with his actual dead body. But until then, no one really knows what happened. So it's a pretty tough situation. So court documents show Cotton filed a will 12 days before his death. There's even some speculation, which has not been proven, that his death may be an elaborate scam designed to bilk investors out of hundreds of millions of dollars. At the very least, it's a case of very poor estate planning. So regulators around the world are paying close attention to the rise of cryptocurrency like Bitcoin. Most purists want governments to keep their hands out of their digital wallets, but some think intervention is warranted. So there's pros and cons to this. So if the government did have access to this crypto, all these users that are losing their money, they probably would have been able to recoup it. But now, because it was privately owned by this guy and he supposedly died in India, all these people who invested in this crypto or who used this platform are at a loss, and there's no way to recover that money because apparently no one has the password. No business partner has a password. His wife doesn't have a password. And it's just weird that he happened to make a will 12 days before his death. So let's just continue. So an uncertain future. Quadriga CX customers have been trying to get their money back for months. Still, many remain undeterred and continue to trade cryptocurrencies. Goldman says thousands have migrated to BitBuy. So all these users from Quadriga CX are now migrating to BitBuy. But yeah, that's pretty much it. I just found this article pretty interesting, and I kind of feel bad for these people who invested into Quadriga CX. Let me know if you guys even heard about this, or if you guys heard about this news. What do you think? Do you guys think he faked his death? Do you think this is just like a scheme, or what do you, or this is legit? Either way, that sucks. But that's it for that. Let's move on to something else. So buy the dip in the marijuana stocks and ETFs. So Afria rejected a hostile bid from Green Growth Brand, as the former believes the latter undervalues the company considerably. Afria shares shed more than 9.4% in the key trading session and 4.3% after hours. So Green Growth's January offer marked a 23% discount to Afria's share price based on the 20-day volume weighted average price. The Green Growth stock immediately before its bid was announced. Per Afria, the company's shares are up more than 70% this year. Yes, Afria has been on fire. Let's just take a look at Afria after hours real quick. So right now, Afria is in the green, and after hours, not much movement. They're only up 2 cents, 0.21% after hours. Currently a buy, and a strong buy. So hopefully these are signs that we're going to have a good Friday tomorrow. 1 minute is a buy, a strong buy, and a strong buy. We can never guarantee that what's happening post-market, what's happening pre-market will carry on to the next day, but we can only hope. But right now it's looking good. It's looking good. Even though it's only 2 cents, it's the technical analysis plus the post-market movements is looking good for Afria. Honestly, there's not really much about this article that I want to touch up on. If you guys want to check it out, I always say this, but just go on yahoo.com and type in buy the dip in marijuana stocks and ETFs. You guys could read the full article. So this video right here is Constellation brand shareholders are getting Canopy Growth almost for free, and that's what Canopy CEO said. So I'm just going to start the video off right here. Pretty interesting video, so you guys could check it out.
We built this company up too, right? We talk about entrepreneurs all the time. This is your baby. This is yours, right? So I mean, they have roughly a 40% stake right now. Is there a price where you might see Constellation Brands taking control?
So we structured a way that they can get to about 45%.
Yeah.
And then if they want to take all of it, what they have to do is buy on an instrument that gives all the shareholders a lot of potential upside. And so these things can happen, but ultimately, if you look at what we're doing, and we're in 16 or 17 countries now, we have a ton of research going on. We have a whole open slate of what we get to make. It's not unthinkable that this little thing called Canopy, before it has its 8th or 9th birthday, could actually be 2 or 3 times more valuable than it is today. 3 years ago, when our market cap was 1/23 of its current market cap, and I told you, in 3 years, we will be 23 times more valuable. You would have thought that man, he's not quite right. So when I sit here today and say 2 or 3 times, not 23 times, that's not kind of sounding wonky, is it?
No, but I mean, I also love the confidence here too. At the Cantech conference, you said, my goal is that I should make our business a lot larger and more successful than theirs. And then maybe I become the chairman.
Yeah. Well, so like, think about it. Right now, I don't understand why everybody isn't buying Constellation stock. They own 37% of us. Mm-hmm. And their stock traded down since they put the money in to almost make that free inside of a great business that sells Corona and all the wines that you want. So like when I look at it, that is a wicked business. But what I've tried to make sure what we're creating in Canopy is a global exposure, recognizing prohibition has made it such that if you're the first to figure out how to scale, capture ingredient value, create medical outcomes and awesome recreational products, there's about a $500 billion annual market. And if you're first, does that mean you're getting like 1%, 20%? It just by the logic of the opportunity and the advancement that we're making says that this should be a gigantic company. Now, what you have to do is not put a bunch of time on bragging, but put a lot of work in executing, which is kind of where our culture works and why we're number one, because we don't celebrate getting anything done. We just go to the next topic.
Last question for you in terms of all this, because just we've seen so much attention given to the cannabis names in terms of it's a bubble, right? Mm-hmm. And I mean, just looking at your stock, it's up 68% in the first month of 2019. I don't want to say that's a bubble because we've seen things happen like that before, but in terms of what you're thinking, you're talking about the opportunity here. What do you say to bubble?
Well, I think it's entirely true that cannabis has become frothy. And I'm not saying that necessarily specifically about ours, but you could list 85 or 90 companies that are probably publicly listed that I, as the operator of one of the first and the most dominant, have never heard of those companies. And what's going to happen is I think you're going to find the bubbles break with the small ones first, because there's not actually a probability that they're going to put $1 billion of revenue up, or that they're going to have a major scientific breakthrough, or that they're going to have a 30% market share. Mm-hmm. And so the problem is retail investors hear marijuana and they think that those must be all good stocks. And then they look at it and say, well, that one's only priced at $2 a share. I like $2 stocks. They don't look at how many shares are outstanding. And so people may find themselves not in a great spot if they don't pick. So you're going to have to make investments in things like Canopy and then decide how much of your money do you want to bet on the other one.
So those are all very good points. A lot of people are purchasing companies just based on their dollar value, not looking at the shares outstanding, not looking at their market cap, thinking that if they're purchasing a 50-cent or a $2 stock, that they're getting a better deal than they would be if they were purchasing Canopy, which is currently sitting in Canadian dollars. I don't want to guess. Let's see exactly what Canopy's sitting at. Canopy's currently sitting at $62.35. So yes, they've been on a nice run. I personally would never buy at these prices, but it's a company that has $5 billion backing them up. And if you look at their technical analysis real quick, let's just see what their technical analysis are. It's a sell, a buy, and a strong buy. We look at their 1 minute, it's a buy, and a strong buy. Let's see how they're doing post-market real quick. Down 0.38% post-market. So what do you guys think about what the CEO had to say? If you buy Constellation Brands, you're pretty much getting Canopy Growth for free. That's it for this article. If you guys want to check it out, just go on yahoo.com, type in Constellation Brands shareholders are getting Canopy Growth almost for free. And now we're going to move on to this article, which is 3 of the biggest beneficiaries of the 2019 U.S. Farm Bill. Some of the top companies seeing a benefit from the Farm Bill include the Yield Growth Corporations, which is ticker symbol BOSS, B-O-S-S, Cronos Group, ticker symbol CRON, and Aurora Cannabis, which is ticker symbol AC. Let's just read why they think that these are going to be the biggest beneficiaries from the 2019 U.S. Farm Bill. So the Yield Growth Corporation BOSS, for example, just announced that its e-commerce platform will now sell its Urban Juve cannabis, sativa hemp root oil-based products in the United States, thanks to the adoption of the 2017 U.S. Farm Bill. In fact, its products are now available for sale in the U.S. through www.urbanjuve.com. In addition, the company has plans to sell its products through U.S. retailers such as pharmacies, naturopaths, clinics, salons, spas, wellness, and beauty stores. So let's just move on to the next company, which is Cron. Cron also pushed higher thanks to the 2019 U.S. Farm Bill. In addition, an analyst at CIBC initiated coverage with an outperformed rating and a $22 target. Our view is that the strategies deployed by these companies, combined with their strong balance sheet, make these companies the most likely to attain the status of the industry titan they noticed. I'm just surprised that Canopy's not in this list. So now for Aurora Cannabis was another beneficiary of the bill. In addition, it recently acquired Europe's largest producer, processor, and supplier of organic hemp and hemp products, AgroPro UAB, and hemp processor and distributor Barella UAB all as Aurora seeks to extract, refine, and produce organic hemp biomass into a number of CBD-based wellness products. The company also made headlines in December 2018 after announcing it entered into an agreement to invest $10 million through a brokered private placement in High Tide Inc., a private cannabis and lifestyle of accessories retailer. So yeah, that's all I really wanted to touch up on this article. What do you think that the biggest beneficiaries will be from the 2019 U.S. Farm Bill? I'm honestly surprised that Canopy is not on this list. Either way, that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, don't forget to leave me a thumbs up. If you're not subscribed yet, don't forget to hit that notification bell and smash that subscribe button. I'll see you guys on my next video. Bye-bye.